Hello. Regarding your question of whether Dao is the correct belief system or if it's the right belief system and like taking the passive or more naturalist ways the correct way, I don't necessarily support or believe a lot of the statements made inside the Dao. That's because I'm more aligned towards like the philosopher Thomas Hobbes that supports the ideology of like the state of nature, that if there is no government intervention, that everyone would go become follow their egos and like want to be better than everyone else around them, and they wouldn't live in harmony. I know that within the Tao, it passage 57, it states that as people possess more sharp weapons, the state grows bigoted. As men use more crafty skills, strange goods increasingly appear as laws are proclaimed with increasingly clarity. Bandits become more common. This is basically saying that as militaries form, as laws form, there's going to be more chaos within the government and more people trying to form against it. I believe that if everyone followed Tao and there wasn't like that big of a government, people would do that inherently just because of their egos. And later on in the passage, it says, "Hence the sage says, if I take no action, the people will transform of themselves. If I love tranquility, the people will be upright of themselves. If I undertake nothing, the people will create wealth of themselves. If I have no desires, the people will of themselves become uncarved blocks." This is assuming that people don't have egos and that people are comfortable living in the same like level as the people, like as their peers, which a lot of people aren't. A lot of people are egotistic and they want to be better than their peers, and it's really hard to get over that natural like sense that everyone has. Or in passage 58, when the government is narrow and dull, people are simple and pure. When the government is clear and acute, the people are sharp and crafty. This is like when there's rules to follow, people are going to try getting around them and be like more slick and like try to go against the rules. But like a lot of the rules are in place because that if we didn't have them, people would create. It's kind of like when the original 13 colonies were a thing. Every state, it was more state than all together as a country. So like every state hated each other, and I feel like it's going to be like that if we lived in a state of Taoism, the belief would be called.